Welcome. I'm Janita Stanton. We have Reginald Perryman and Shaka Williams. We are TSARE, and this is the There's Something About Real Estate podcast where we talk all things real estate.
What's going on?
What it do?
What's going on this week in real estate?
A little bit of everything. A little bit of nothing.
Yeah.
You went away, Reggie.
Contract.
Yeah, no, I'm still here. My camera, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I gotta readjust my camera real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
What you got new going on? I feel like we've been putting deals under contract this week. That's what this week was about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got what the commercial property. That was the last one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We passed up on the deal. Well, maybe it wasn't a deal.
Which one?
We decided not to do the East Side house.
Oh, on Outer Drive?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we passed on that one.
Did it sell?
No, I had to check back. We can check today and see if it if it came back on the market. Y'all can keep talking. I gotta reset this camera, but go ahead.
All right. And then what about us, Johnny? Do we have any
I'm back.
Montrose? Yeah, we got Montrose.
Yep. We're supposed to close on that one pretty soon. And then the one we got, you ready to list party.
Yeah. We asked Reggie his opinion about that off camera.
Oh, why not on camera? We supposed to be transparent and let people hear about our deals. Are y'all debating what price to list it at, or
no?
Yeah, it's gonna be a price. It's gonna be a price point too, though. It's gonna be I think we should bring it up, but y'all don't want to bring it up right now.
It sounds like a big debate. All right, what we got today? We got a couple properties we're gonna evaluate. I know one came in. A client asked me to evaluate this property, and I'm getting a lot of people calling me saying, "Hey, I brought this property at the tax auction. Can you give me some comps for it?" And I'm like, "You kind of should have did that before you brought it, But then we get all these last minute people. "Hey, I'm bidding tomorrow. Can you run comps? I got 13 properties." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna cost you per property." But I mean, or they could have just put them all on the show. We would have did them. They could hit the cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is it during the inspection period?
No, these are all properties they brought from the county tax sale.
Oh.
Yep. And then you got people in the second round. And then you got people. I get a lot of people calling me about properties on auction.com now. They bidding on them. And they want comps on them and everything as well. So we'll see. The comps don't tell you the interior condition of the property, though. It just give you a basis on where you should be at.
Right. Well, let's do. Y'all ready to jump into it, or y'all if we gonna get some people to jump on here with us?
No, I'm ready.
We can wait a few minutes and see who we get come in, because I'm anxious to see what y'all gonna say about the Southfield property, and it seemed pretty different. They're going by Emmett Bat. He like bidding in the blind. He said bidding in the blind. That's
Emmett, my bad, man. I gotta call you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's all right. So we got this one. I like this property, and I'll tell y'all why in a minute in Southfield. I'm gonna share it with our subscribers and viewers here in a minute. So 207.
What up, Mo?
Maurice, that's one of your clients, Shaka?
No, that's my homeboy.
Oh, okay.
Emmett, I didn't leave you on the side. It was a group, so I couldn't make the decision by myself.
All right, so we got this property in Southfield. We're gonna evaluate it in a minute. Let's give a few more people some time to come in. Yeah, what else going on? So we passed up. Let me check that auto
I'm
drive.
not bringing my real estate magazine. I was like, I'm gonna bring my real estate magazine. I was like, nah, this is Deal or No Deal. It's different from what we do on the show, so I didn't bring it.
Oh, okay.
I got two good ass topics for the show.
All right. So yeah, the one is the one at Auto Drive was already pending when she came to me about it.
Oh,
And
Oh, was it?
yeah, we were kind of like the backup offer. Then she put in the comments she got on here back on the market. Buyer financing fell through. I don't know. Yeah.
we could be a little bit more creative on that deal. We might be able to get that one.
Close. We got Tim Reed checking in.
What up, Tim? Tim is down in Georgia doing projects for me down in Georgia.
Okay. All right, cool. Emmett said he got one in Southfield. Yep. So the Auto Drive property, the numbers made sense, but they was just a little bit too tight, and the area just wasn't. The area was decent. It just wasn't a slam dunk. And during the year, you just can't. You can't really force a deal. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like it wasn't like we was trying to put a square peg in a circle. It was more like a oval trying to fit it in a circle. Mm-hmm. It was almost the right shape for us to do it.
But he said, what y'all know about filing the claim after the property goes through a tax auction?
All right, so what type of claim are you talking about? Is he saying
he got to be talking about like the people that's going to say they didn't get served correctly?
Let me see if I can let me see if I'm gonna send Emmett an invite and see if he can come on the show real quick.
At a new law? I would like to hear about it. Emmett, I mean, you got an attorney talking about it?
Filing the claim after it goes to tax auction.
He might be talking about claiming the proceeds from the sale for the previous.
Like if you had a purchase agreement on the property, get them out here.
No, he talking about if he's saying that, then that's their money. So yeah, you can get the money, but I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta see exactly what it is he's talking about. We gotta talk to him on the show about that.
Like I'm drinking beer. It's tea.
It's a new law. Yeah, I think he's talking about the law. It's not brand new, but it's pretty new.
Triple P.
Yeah, Triple P, new listener. All right. So we give it a few more minutes and we're going to analyze a couple of these properties. This one on Packard, somebody sent this to me again. I thought we evaluated this property because it's over on the east side. I think we did a couple of them over there.
No.
You said no.
They want 2,500.
Oh.
Let me stop.
No, it's some room in it, but I don't think for a flip. But I mean, that's why we're doing the show. So people and of course everybody that send us properties, they like, hey, I want you to pull comps on this, and I'm like, for what? Are you looking to burr it? Are you looking to buy and just straight out hold it, or to flip it? Because a lot of times the flips don't work. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What we doing first? Southfield or the east side? What we got?
Southfield.
Southfield, Janita?
Southfield, go ahead.
Southfield, all right. So let me pull this up here.
Need to get my notes.
All right, so we got this property here. It's 20703 Midway. I'm gonna tell y'all why I like this area. for a buy and hold and for a potential flip if the numbers make sense.
Now, is that township or
That's
No,
right
this
over
is
there
out,
by the one we
is it
just
out
saw.
there?
this right
Okay.
off between 8 and 9 Mile between like Evergreen and Lasher.
Okay. But
Lasher,
that's that township border.
Janita, is it Lasher or Lasher?
Losser.
Lasher.
Lasser.
Everybody in Detroit,
LAH. LAH.
but everybody in
LA
Detroit say Lasher anyway.
LAWSER. Lasser.
Everybody in Detroit say Lasher.
Yeah, I grew up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
I look at the way it was spelled. I'm like, that doesn't say Lasher.
right. Cashew.
Right.
Shit. All right. So all right. So this is off market, right? Of course, vacant property. They're saying rental rates are $1,200 and up. So remember the show? I was like, this lady kept saying she had been in the house 11 years, and she was a tenant, and she kept saying, I hate I gotta move from my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's not your house. But she was paying, I think she was paying like $700 or $800 a month for the past 11 years. It's in the same area. She can't afford to move back in the area she just moved from because of the way rental rates have increased. So this house, 1,200 is about right. And then they're asking 39. This ARV may be a little bit high, but we'll see when we run the comps.
Shit.
I don't know if anybody else seen this one.
They got rent over there at $1,575. What up, Aaron?
Yeah, I said that. I felt like that was low.
Yeah, they got rent over there at $1,500. Man.
I don't know if it's $1,500 for this one.
Look at it. Go look at when you go on the souls. Go look at the rentals over there.
All right, so we go do a rental evaluation and a fix and flip evaluation, right? So they're saying right now the tax is $2,500 a year, right? So to all my listeners, why is this important, Janita? The current taxes.
Because it's gonna change once it's reassessed.
It's gonna increase a lot.
The taxable value is gonna reassess after it sells.
Yeah, we actually did a show on this. If y'all go back and watch another previous episode, where we talked about taxes, we actually discussed property taxes and how to estimate what your taxes are going to be moving forward. So these taxes are likely to increase quite a bit because, and these are non-homestead. So, and this SEV 50,000. They may not increase that much though over there. I'm just used to these taxes being closer about 4,000. All right, so this is the property, 971 square feet. Let's see if it was listed before. Years ago it was. It expired, 2-bedroom.
Like I know that house.
It's only 900 square feet.
971, but in the but here they originally was asking 45. They dropped it to 39.9, and it's only a 2-bedroom according to the most recent MLS data. This is why I'm saying that 1,200 might be the max. Anything over that, I don't see you getting 1,200 for it. Over 1,200 for it, at least not right now.
Because it's a small. It's a 2-bedroom.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and run some comps on this. And what I'm going to do is when we get ready to run these comps, I'm going to show y'all the photos of it. We're going to do the pending and the sold first. And I want to make sure I'm putting in Southfield because this is just close enough to the border where you might start getting some Detroit comps over here.
Oh, you know what? That's cool that you can see what they're coming from Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, it shows it on there. Yep. All right, so here's the photos. This is the front of the property. And actually the roof don't look that bad on it. From what I can see on the photos, your garage looks like you're gonna have some cement work. Shaka, so this driveway, it's only a slab right in front of the garage. The rest got overgrown vegetation. Would you keep that in mind when we go over the comps if you would pave that driveway or not?
Right.
And then let me know if you would do like tar or if you would just do gravel.
I'll tell you right now, gravel.
Okay.
Because I feel like this one is already, look, I already got my answer.
Got the little shed in the back. The city might actually make you tear that down, or it might not be worth the work. They got a tree on the back of the garage there.
They got 99 trees over there. That's where all them trees is, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's a slab, right?
Yeah, I believe this is on the slab. That's what I'm saying. That 1,200 plus might not cut it. This look like an enclosed porch. They got some wood over there. Don't look too bad. Emmett said that one tree gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they had some roof leaks in here. It looks like they did in the one area.
So the roof is not good, I would say.
Yeah, probably got to replace the roof in here. The thing is, it's such a small house. So those were all the photos. So let's look at our comps right here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna only do the comps between 700 and maybe like 1150, and then I'll actually go a half mile out because we're going from 8 to 9 mile.
You do it for 35?
For 35,000.
That's what Emmett said.
All right, we'll give you the contact. This ain't a comp.
They don't.
Nah,
I don't see no comps.
Nah, all these brick. I'm gonna go back to a half mile. It's some comps over there. I know for a fact.
I seen yours, but yours was still the 3-bedroom. It was way bigger. Yours was like 500 square feet bigger.
Yeah, but what we gonna do? We gonna have to adjust between about 7,000 for the bedroom, right? So this 3-bedroom sold for 120. This was actually out of our office. Another agent in my office beat me out for that. This was wood burn. This was a 2-bedroom, but it was a couple hundred square feet bigger, and it was center block. It wasn't framed, but it didn't have a basement neither. And we sold this conventional as is for 120. So, and this one actually needed some work on it.
Let me see the pictures.
And it wasn't no like updates or anything in there. It was like a tenant moved out. Like it needed some plumbing work, a little bit of plumbing work. And then were all the pictures we had. That's because that's all it was. This like little living room area, and then it had the attached garage, and that was it. I don't know why they include the bathroom. Oh, he had a bunch of junk in the bathroom. So that one, this might not be a good comp. I don't know. 97 for this one on Midway.
With some updates.
Yeah, so I don't know about 120 ARV, but if they started at 114, they dropped theirs to 106. And this 950 square feet, 2-bedroom on the slab as well, and it had a 1-car garage.
See if they got any concessions.
And yep, 2,900 in concessions.
So they sold that for 95.
Yep. So tell our audience why that's important to look that up. See, a lot of times when people be looking on, they'll be looking at Zillow and all of that, and you be like, oh, I got a comp for 97.9, but you don't see that they also gave up 2,900 in concessions. So your comp's telling you one thing, and you think you got a comp, but really
in January,
yeah. And then you'll be mad why your appraiser came back and made an adjustment on this comp because they looked at the concessions also.
So my answer on I'm a no 100% on this one. Not even at the 35. I wouldn't even do it at the 35. Emmett.
You wouldn't do it at the 35?
Mm-mm.
All right. Let me see.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Before you even get to the inside.
First of all, the best comp sold in January.
Last year.
Yeah.
This one pending though at one. This is a 3-bedroom. It's a little bit bigger, about 200 square feet bigger. It's pending 130 the current price. Let's see what they got.
They done it up.
Yeah, you probably got to put like 60, 70 into that other one to get it like this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see what else we got. This one pending at 90. They got some bold photos. They used their camera phone. Yeah, you can't even really see those. So this pending at 90 on Westover. Then we get into the distress property. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say no deal on this one. What you say, Janita?
No deal.
Yep. And Shaka already said. Emmett said. Emmett sad about that one. So yeah, I don't know. They originally started at 45. Now I see why they dropped the price on it to 39. What price would you take this one at, Janita?
None. I wouldn't. Maybe like 19,000.
19.
Yeah, because it's some room. I guess. I mean, it's small enough house.
I'll do it at 25.
Yeah.
25. You think you can be in?
I'm sitting here doing I'm about to run these.
Huh? I think I could go in there for like 35 on the high end and just get it where it's rentable. I don't think I would do it as a flip.
All right. So it's a no deal as a flip for you, Shaka, but for a rental you would do it and you would max out your renovations at 35.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you would put 60 into it?
No, 35.
35.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah. You said you would pay 25 for it.
Yeah. I'd be 60. Yeah, 60
so
all
60
in,
all into it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. At 25, I would bring it to market as a rental and for sale.
You add 2%. You add 2% on the rental right there.
Yeah. Yep. Then you good. So, I mean, so it's a no deal as a flip at the current price. But at the right price, it would make a decent deal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be no more than maybe like 60, 65 into this, either as a flip or as a buy and hold.
Yeah, because them taxes, everything on there is.
Yeah, because the taxes gonna bump up on you.
2%, 2% of the of how much you're in. Is what you want on your. I mean, so really in the suburbs is 1%. So you double with that right now. Mm-hmm. So 2% of that 60,000 is 1,200.
You probably not explaining it right. We got other listeners. So, so you saying 1% of the purchase price is what you should generate for rent, right?
Yep, in the suburbs.
Okay. Yep, and then, but in this case, if you 60 all in. If you could get 1,200, you getting 2%,
right,
of what you paid for it. I don't see 1,200 on this.
I think you'll get to 12 once you rehab it.
I definitely think you can get 1,200 because it's on the other side of 8 Mile, and it's better than living in an apartment. You're getting more square footage and storage.
People want to live over there in that little section.
Let's see there.
Yeah, like I don't know.
It ain't much for rent over there. Let me go out a mile and see.
You're gonna go in Detroit and find $1,000. So you know you can get that extra 2 for Southfield.
13.
This 1,300. Y'all might be right. 1,300. There you go. All right, so, and that was just in September.
On lease.
Yeah. And it was only on the market 4 days.
All right. Next one.
Emmett, yes. The answer is yes. 1% of your all in is what you want to get in your rental.
Minimum.
In the suburbs, right? 2% if you in the city.
Why is that, Shaka?
Because there's more risk.
What do you say? But wouldn't you agree it's $1,200 to raise the rent?
I don't need to because I'm already at double.
Yeah.
I'm double what I would have wanted.
Okay. All right, let's go into the next property here. So just to recap for the Southfield property for 20703 Midway, it's a no-go on the flip at the current price of $39,900. But Shaka said he'll do it at $25,000 and buy and hold. Janita, what did you say on it?
I said 19.
19 as a purchase price?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a buy and hold, but no, it's a flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm no on a flip, but if I can get in there for Shaka numbers, I might take a shot at it. So this is a property like if I can be 60 all in, I'll take a shot putting it on the market for 105 and ask for lease, and whichever one comes first, I'll take it. Because if somebody comes to me with 105, I'm gonna take it. Whoever want to lease it, I'm at 60. I'm safe regardless. I can't lose with this property.
Yep. So put an offer in, Janita, at 25, 22.5.
19.
All right.
Oh, y'all letting everybody know we actually invest on these properties. people be like, I didn't know you invest too. I seen you doing a flip. Like, what you thought?
That's how I got in the game. I got in real estate flipping.
Yeah.
That's how I did. That was my job at first.
Yeah, I was asked if we're trying to make a transition from real estate sales to investment. I say no, it's another stream of income. You want multiple streams of income.
Yeah, I never understood why so many people think agents and brokers don't invest in real estate. A lot of people actually get their license just so that they can go out and find better deals.
That was me. I got my license because I didn't want to pay 3% for somebody to find my deals, and I was finding them on my own anyway.
Yeah, they have all the marketing tools, and the same with wholesalers. Wholesalers spend a lot of time and effort, finding good deals, but we got access to the same data pretty much, and some of it's free. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna bring up this next one and over here on the east side that Janita already said no to. Yeah, Emmett said on that last deal he would land contract with $15,000 down to $1,200 a month plus 7%. That's if you go on all cash.
I wouldn't do that. You losing. Why would you do that?
Or you charge the same rate that people getting on the market.
No, here's the thing. If you doing 60 all in and you selling it for what 105, 110, you getting 15,000 down. That's not bad.
Man, please. Ain't no way in the world I'll do that. I'm getting the 1,200 in the rent. Why I'm gonna give somebody 1,200 at like I'm the bank, par with the bank interest rates.
Right. You have to go up on that interest rate. You have to go up on that monthly because if they're buying it, so typically, historically, with land, at least in this area, with land contracts, you're not gonna charge like what Shaka said.
Come on,
charging that.
Reggie do his like that, but Reggie, no, there's no way in the world I'm doing that.
I wouldn't do 7%, not right now, compared to the rates that are now. I'm always higher than the current rate.
I was always at 8%, 8.5.
Yeah, I want at 6. So somebody coming in, I rehab this property. I'm 60 all in. I'm asking 105, 110. I'm gonna get 20% down. I probably wouldn't do the 15,000 down. So I'm gonna get 20,000 of my money back from the top. Plus, I'm gonna get 1,200 a month, and they paying the taxes and insurance. Because you got to think about it. When you rent that property, you paying the taxes and insurance. So you not netting 1,200. I'm netting 1,200.
It's a write-off.
And
So I'm paying it, but I'm writing it off. So
yeah, but here's the thing though. And I'm getting the interest. When you hold on. Let me
tell you. Hold on. You don't even got to go no further because I'm gonna break it down. I hear you, but why would I sell the property on land contract for the same price I could sell it retail? I can put on the MLS for that. I can get all my money right now.
I know. That's why I said I would list the property as lease and for sale. I would leave land contract as an option. If you put 60,000 in the market, and I'm talking about like the stock market, and you could be guaranteed 8% on your money every year, why wouldn't you do it?
Because I get more than 8% of my money in real estate.
You gotta go up on that rate.
You said what?
You have to go up on that rate. Like we're in business to make money. We're not a large corporation. That rate is just too low.
Yeah, Emmett, you're right. You didn't put that down. So what would your total price be?
I'm gonna put my price would be around the market. I think this house could sell for 105, 110.
So ICE is asking about capital gains. ICE, you're right. But there are ways around that.
Yeah, but when you sell on a land contract, your capital gains you're not paying the same way as if you did it because it's an installment payment. So you saving money there too.
Hey, so what Emmett is saying right now, I would do that. If somebody would buy it at $150,000 and give me $15,000 down, I would still go up on that interest.
All right, let me
he at 150.
And that's the sweet thing about the land contract. You can negotiate what you want. So somebody gave me at 105, somebody gave me 20,000 down, right?
Mm-hmm.
At $1,200 a month with a five-year installment, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still gonna owe me over 34,000 at the end of it. I'm gonna make 21,000 in interest. What's wrong with that? If all these
what's wrong with it? You just threaten yourself.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Hold
yes,
on.
You are. There's no getting around this. You are not. There's no, bruh. So if I'm gonna get you're using numbers that are for stock. That's for people in stock. I make more than 8% on my money. Okay. I make more than 8% of my money.
I'm showing you the money. I'm just saying at the rate Emmett quoted at 7%, I would personally charge more than 7%. Compared to what the market rates are now on the land contract. But what I'm saying is the way he proposed it at 7%, $1,200 a month, if somebody did 20,000 down, you invested 60,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna make your 105 in addition to that another 21,000 in interest. Where's the loss in that?
So I got a question.
I'm not saying this is a better option than selling it outright.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying when you compare it to a rental property, flipping it, or a land contract, why wouldn't this be a
It's not a loss. It's not a loss. However, the way he was proposing it, I think when I said, "Oh no, you shorting yourself," this just kind of in this market right now. I mean. Prior to this market, I would charge more, at least 8.5 on a land contract. And then I'm going to ask $10,000 to $15,000 more than what I would ask if they're not going to pay me right now today.
All right, so
hold on. And so for my $60,000, I don't care about that $21,000.
But I'm not saying that's the best option and the best use of the money. I'm saying for the average person to say, hey, I want to invest 60 somewhere, and I don't want to be a landlord, why is this not a good option?
It's not a bad option, but so for Emmett got to know that, okay, if he likes doing land contracts, that's a good option. But right now he's shorting him. So my response was basically to say, bro, don't do that deal like that. You're shorting yourself. He's shorting himself. It's educational.
Yeah, Reggie, get ICE information so we can explain. I can't. We don't do that on this episode right here.
So here's the thing. So even if somebody did 125 with 20,000 down, you got a 105 balance, 8% interest rate, 1,200 a month. At the end of 5 years, they balance 68,000. You invested 60,000. You getting paid back 140,000 altogether, right? You're getting 35,000 in interest in 5 years' time, right? Yep. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. I just don't want people to think that being a bank is a bad option. That's never a bad option. It just may not be the best option out of the three.
Well, you being par with the bank, I don't think is a good option. The bank is at their interest rate that they're at based on the risk. So, and they have the money to do that because it's not even their money. So why would you go and lend your money for at the same rate that the bank lending it at on other people's money?
But also you got to think about this. You invested 60. If you getting 20 of that back, your risk is only 40,000.
It's still more than the bank, and the bank charges 7%. So why am I don't have as much money as the bank? Why would I be my risk 7, is way greater than the bank's risk?
I'm not saying charge 7%.
But that's what he said though. But that's what he so what we're talking about is what Emmett had it at. He had it at $15,000 down, $1,200 a month plus 7% interest. We said that's not a good deal.
All right, so let's make this clear. You're not saying a land contract is a bad option. You just saying the structure of the deal he could do better.
100%.
Right. Okay. All right. So Emmett charged 11%.
He just commented that the land contract because it's slower.
He said 150. He said 150. So if he would have added, So you see, he didn't put the 150 in there. If he put the 150 in there, I still would raise the interest rate, but I would do that deal all day long.
All right. So 150, they put 20,000 down. You got a 130 balance, right? And what rate would you suggest?
10%.
10%. My man, I probably would do that too.
Yeah.
Right. Now you're getting 63,000 in interest off of 60,000 invested.
100%.
Right.
You made $130,000 off of your 60.
Yeah. No, you actually made 193 off of your 60. Well, this is the total repaid.
Yeah, but you put in 60, so you made 133,000.
Right. You're right. So, and this is in 5 years. In 5 years, they're gonna have a balloon balance. They're gonna owe you at $1,200 a month. You're not fixing toilets. You're not doing landlord tenant registrations. You're not the buyer can pay the taxes and insurance. You just got to enforce that they do so. That's really the only risk.
Right? And you got to foreclose on them though if they don't pay.
Well, I mean, you get the house back and you sell it again on land contract or sell it outright at that time.
So. There are some ways to be creative. Reg, can you get the so ICE, if you leave your information on there, then I could talk to you about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put our email address in here for everybody.
Stop holding these properties for a year trying to avoid capital gains taxes.
Huh?
I said stop holding these properties for a year trying to avoid capital gains taxes.
Well, it don't matter. It's why you say what you mean?
Stop holding the same thing that you said. You said there's ways around it.
Oh, right.
I said stop. Okay.
Right. I got you.
So yeah, explain that to people, Janita. Explain the holding the property for a year. This is our email address if y'all want to email us any questions or anything offline. Yep. Go ahead, Johnny.
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's just people, because they're gonna pay less capital gains if they own it for more than a year. So people tend to buy properties, take their time, fixing them up, just to avoid that capital gains tax. When, like Shaka said, there's ways around having to pay all that capital gains tax.
Right.
But I'm not an accountant.
So Shaka is an actual accountant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can ask him accounting questions on his accounting time.
Yeah.
But his real estate office hours are 9 to 5. So
But no, I mean, but real talk though, I did. My partner before Shaka, I could not move more than one property because we did one property a year. We did this for like 4 years, and it was nerve-wracking. Like, how are you supposed to? I mean, you can make money doing one property a year, but it just wasn't my goal.
Yep. So basically, people cut their capital gains down. They decrease the amount by holding it for at least 12 months and then selling it. And you have some investors that they may buy several properties in 1 year, but they may not even attempt to sell them, even if the market is hot. They just gonna hold them and unload them next year. But
you got some people who do the exchange too.
Yeah, do a 1031 exchange. So yeah. All right. So let's go on to this next property. All right. So we got hold on, let me see what we got here. All right. Somebody asked me about this like 2 or 3 times. Actually, I had 2 different people ask me about this. I don't even know if this wholesaler still has this one available, or something must be going on with it because it came back across my table. Or it could be somebody brought it and now they're trying to unload it. But this is Packard. This is on the east side, 8 Mile Van Dyke area. And it's 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet. They're saying the ARV is 85 to 90. They're asking 39,000 for it. And that's all the wholesaler's information if you're interested. But let's look at some of the photos here.
ARV is 85 or 90?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 85 to 90.
79. Well, stop, because I ain't even looked at it.
We're going to stay at 85. We're going to stay at 85.
Emmett said it's overpriced already.
Yeah, by a lot. Yeah, unless it's already done up. Let's see. It's
all right.
brick.
Yeah. Don't look too bad from the outside. Backyard looking nice. Baby killed me with these camera phone photos. So you need some front porch work, some tuck point and brickwork. Garage is shot. It's leaning to the side. Interior don't look too bad. I mean, it's basic. I don't see any damage out, other than what's on the outside. The kitchen needs new cabinets. Bathrooms, I would do what Shaka said on the previous episode. I would reglaze the tile, do the floor tile, change the toilet seat. I would change that kitchen, the bathroom sink.
That floor tile look good.
Yeah, it don't look too bad.
Glaze that wall tile, leave that floor.
I don't see any damage. It just looked like, other than painting and everything, the exterior seemed like it needs the most work.
How many square foot? That's a 3-bedroom?
Yeah.
Over there, probably what, 1150, 1200?
Yeah, rent probably 11 to 12 over here.
No, I was talking about the square footage.
Oh no, 11. Yeah, they said 1,100, but it's probably like 1150, 12 or something like that. So here, let me see. I can pull it up. Did I put in the address wrong? I put in the wrong county.
I need to know.
Yeah, it's 1150 the square footage on it. This from when it was listed before. It's funny, it was listed in 2019. The market was pretty hot then for it to not have sold at 35,000 then.
It's the area over there. When you riding through there, you know, it's
let's see something. 2077.
Like World War II.
They got it. They might have their ARV might be a little low.
You think so?
Yep. I mean, maybe.
Oh, this block not bad, and this from 2019 too, but I can't imagine it's.
Yeah, it wouldn't have got worse.
Yeah, this not a bad block.
That's off 8, but when you're coming up,
so
you got to be over there dipping and turning. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, just east of Sherwood over there. It's
that's right by Osborne.
Yeah, that's not a bad area, not a bad block rather. All right, so let's see what our comps say. I'm already looking at this as a potential rental, not necessarily a fix and flip. I'm just gonna stick with a quarter a mile for right now. Let's see what come up. Oh, I don't know. We got 120 on Spencer. This one sold in July. Let's see what this look like. Yeah, they look like all they did was the kitchen. The rest is just carpet.
Let it. Mm-hmm.
They go for Mike and
Excuse me.
Yeah, both. Y'all getting the same thing at the same time?
I'm sneezing. He's coughing. Different.
So what y'all think on this ARV?
We gotta look into more because I don't trust it.
That's a quarter mile.
I understand.
And it just sold in July.
That's good.
That's
the one that how much is that one? 98?
Yeah, this one a little bigger though. This one 1,200 square feet. Not that much bigger. Sold for 103.
When this one sell?
This one sold back in this one sold in June. FHA financing, no concessions.
For how much?
For 103. Yeah, that wasn't I don't think this one was a bad deal based on what I'm seeing in comps. Concord, let's see if we can find another bungalow. This one is Spencer.
That's probably comparable to the other one if it was cleaner.
Yeah.
Basement though. Partially finished basement.
Yeah, I'm looking to see how this kitchen. Look at that bathroom. Would you do that sink like that, Shaka?
I would, if it needed it. They said they just wanted countertop space, and women love countertop space. So they just tried to add a little extra.
So they updated this a little while back and just kind of kept it clean.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically.
Damn, that's over 76.
Yeah, it's a huge gap in the.
Oh, that's from 2020.
I'm still 79. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, this so. Oh yeah, this was.
Oh, that ain't even no time. I'm at 100,000 on the ARV.
Yeah, I think I went back. they did a good whoever that the discount properties, they do a good evaluation on theirs.
Yeah, because
which y'all feel like the ARV is?
I would say
I would say at 95.
Yeah, I would say I would try to keep it under 105 because we got 120, 103, 98s, then drop down to 72.
And if you did that.
Yeah, so I
99. All right.
Yeah, so they were pretty close on their comps.
Yeah.
I said, would it be wise to take 10% off comps due to overvalue of the market at this time? What you think, Shocker?
No. I ain't never took. I don't feel like the market was ever overvalued. I feel like the market was whatever the market was. I'm gonna price it at what the values are, what the comps are. I don't have to take 10% off for the sake of it.
Right. What you say, Johnita?
I think I do my evaluation low enough to where it's not necessary.
Yeah, because I'm already conservative on my pricing. Like, if the comps are showing like 120, I'm looking at days on the market and everything because, if it's 120, I might want to come in at 110 at my highest. If I start getting offers at 120, then good, but I want to be in the safe zone. So I'm real conservative with my ARV numbers.
Yeah.
So
and
the
then
answer is what?
That like what we said last time, when you're looking at the market, you can see, houses that when they sold at a certain price and people just were buying them at a certain price, and then you have buyers where they came in and they paid more. So I wouldn't list or price houses at that dollar amount. I would price them at that lower dollar amount when we're doing our evaluations.
That's why you need to come. That's why you don't go a year. We're not using 365 days anymore. I'm at best using 180 days, but really looking at the last 90 to kind of look at those comps because different markets.
Now you can do 180 for a long period of time. We couldn't do 180 because it wasn't a lot of homes listed.
Mm-hmm.
So even though homes were selling quick and higher, it wasn't a lot of comps in the area. Because if you only had 2 homes come to market, that means you were only gonna have 2 comps for that period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't look out a year in time.
Well,
I'm commenting on where ICE is saying overvalue. So what I'm saying is when I'm pricing houses, I just try to make sure I'm paying attention to whether or not a house was bidded above the sale price. So if you have an area and the house was listed at 100,000 and 2 of the houses sold for 130,000, but all of the rest of the houses sold for 100,000, I would do my evaluation at 100,000.
Right, but 100,000 would be the actual comp. So you're basically saying you're doing the value at what the comp say.
Yes.
So, no, you don't have to do what ICE is saying. ICE, you do not have to take 10% off of anything based on what you considered overvalued because it was never overvalued. So I'm saying that, look,
But why are you going back and forth on this part? We already said
I'm not going back and forth with you, though. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm trying to get her to understand what it is I'm saying.
Of the market at the time.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get her to understand, or get ICE or him or her, whoever it is, to understand what it is I'm saying. This don't got nothing to do with you.
You wasn't talking.
Yeah, but he asked a question and then you gave feedback, and then I was clarifying the feedback that you gave and then clarifying my feedback. So my feedback is no, ICE, you don't need to take it. So you never ever said, should they take the 10% off? So I clarified that for ICE. ICE, no, I don't think you should have to do that.
Do you remember we answered that? I said, no, I don't think it's necessary.
Same friend.
Reggie said, I'm fairly conservative, so I don't think it's necessary. We answered that.
Yeah, and I was clarifying it for ICE.
There
That's
y'all
cool
go.
with
you? Ice thing got y'all ice cold. Y'all.
Nah, that's Janita shit. I just was
No,
telling
I
her
had
what it
something
was.
that I was saying because she or him or her, I said overvalue of the market at the time. So what I did was
market was never overvalued.
We all said it wasn't necessary to take 10% off. So then I came back later on, a couple minutes later,
and
I said, you know what? I'm looking at where this person said overvalue, and that's what I'm commenting on. Because we look at the market all the time, and we see where buyers themselves bid the houses up because that's what they wanted to pay. But I'm saying that we can see beyond that. You
can by looking at comps from in less than 6 months, because the market that you're speaking of happened like 7-8 months ago. You don't really have that happening right now. So all I was clarifying. Hold on, but you can't keep talking over me. But you can't keep talking over me. You see how I was quiet when you was talking? I was quiet when you were talking. Well, really now you got to be able to hear what it is I'm saying, so that everybody else. But you're implying that I'm looking at comps that's 365 days old. I'm not commenting on comps that's 365 days old. You're gonna have to get muted because you ain't your turn. They're not able to hear what it is I'm saying. You hear how I was quiet when you was talking? Can you do the same thing for me? You're gonna appreciate it. We're gonna do it. So what I was saying to ICE is clarifying the ICE. I don't know why Janita is in a tiff about me clarifying the ICE, but look, I was just saying the ICE. Look, no, the market was never overvalued. The market was the market. Actually, all those. So you got to remember, at one point in time, when people was overpaying, which y'all call overpaying for those houses, those were actual comps. Now they were creating new comps. But now we're in a different market now where those don't exist. Those comps aren't relevant anymore because people aren't paying over asking price as often anymore. So that's not as likely to have happened if you go within the last 180 days. Do you get what I'm saying? So this was not about you, Johnny. This was literally me clarifying to ICE what it was, or explaining to ICE what it was I was saying.
And just so our audience know, these two do a lot of flips together. Yep. And I'll be sitting there like, man, how's this gonna work? But y'all seem to make it work, and y'all do a lot of business together. So yeah, sometimes there's a they have different opinions to get to the same place.
We always have different opinions.
Yeah, I told Shaka, I asked Shaka what color was the sky. He said blue. I said it's not sky blue. He was like, no, just blue. I said, why is it not sky blue? And he'll argue that. So yeah, I don't know if that mattered. I just wanted to say my part.
No, that ain't true either.
I don't feel like fighting. All right. So yeah, I said iron sharper iron. That's good. Yep. Because we still do a lot of business together. These two argue and our referee.
Oh yeah. No, look, Reggie, you get in there every once in a while too.
Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie. Just like with the land contract.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
So what do we say on this one right here?
So on the Packard property, I don't like it as a flip. I don't for the price, let me bring that one back up here. So this one at $39,900, you got to redo the kitchen cabinets and everything. The garage was leaning. It was a no-go on the flip for me.
Mm-hmm. It's a no for me too. Not at that number. You have to come in again at like 25, 26,000 for me to do a flip.
Yeah, we only had like one comp that was you got one active over there for 150. The next one is 95. So that's what you're competing against. And then for the solds, we had offer at the one for 120, right? And then 103.
I said 105 on my ARV.
Yeah, for me, it's not a deal. Mainly because I got other deals going on where I think my money could be better used.
Johnny, you gonna be you? What's your opinion?
Oh, I get one of those. My bad. It's a deal for people who do deals on the east side, but I wouldn't do it.
You think it's a?
I think the numbers. I think the numbers fit. You can get it if you can get it for like 35,000. And
what they was asking,
or cash flow it.
What were they asking?
They were asking 39. So you said get a little bit off of the purchase price. What you think you would put into this, Shaka, for repairs?
I had 40.
40. All right.
And it may be a little bit steep, but I would say between 35 and 40,000.
Okay. That's where I was at 30 when I did the numbers.
Yeah, I was thinking about 30 for rehab, because then you'd be 65, 70 into it. I don't like the numbers for a flip.
Don't forget that garage, y'all. You're going to have to do something to that garage. You don't want to tear it down.
You got to keep this garage too, to keep the value, but you got to put some work into it. So
that's why I'm saying 35 to 40 because of that garage.
You got to straighten it out. The door didn't look like you're going to have some concrete work back here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So now for a buy and hold, it may make sense, especially for somebody that want to do like a burr and pull their money back out or something like that.
So you said the rent over there is what?
The rent, let me do some rental comps there.
It would have to be 1,200, and you had to for me to say yeah on that.
Well, not even coming up. We might have to do rentometer on this one. Yeah, Concord is 1,200. That's the closest one. Let's go. Yeah, that's a mile out. That's probably about the close. Yeah, you probably have to look on rentometer for comps, but
hey, Emmett, that's Reggie thing. I don't like land contracts. So Reggie like land contracts. The reason I don't like land contracts personally is because if the person don't pay their money, you can't just evict them. You got to go through a foreclosure process. So I'm not in the land contracts like that. I would do it like a lease option.
But here's the thing, though. This is why I like land contracts. I've only had to take one back, and we didn't take it back. She deeded the house back. We paid $16 for it. We put $5 into it, sold it for $48. She gave us $10,000 down. She came back 2 years later. She had to move, and she deeded the house back to us. So we kept all of that money, and then the market had went up. That house was worth $76,000 when we got it back. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. So, but I don't do a lot of land contracts on the higher end prices now. That property for 60, I would have to get a lot more than 105 on the land contract. I'm just saying for the general person that's looking to invest and want cash flow but don't want to be a landlord, that's just another option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Emmett. The east side is a little far from me. I had a lot of bad luck on the east side back in the day when I was doing my flips. If Shaka wanted to do something on the east side, I would do it, but I wouldn't press it. It's not really my thing.
It would have to be like, that's the other side of the world. So people got to understand that the east side is like a whole nother side of the world. So it had to be like a way better deal than what we can find on the west side or anywhere west of the east side.
The east side not that bad.
It's just far.
It's people
far.
It's far as hell.
People like Zeke does it, or he was doing a lot on the east side. And they did, I got investors, they do a lot on the east side. But for me,
wait a minute, how's the east side far? I'm trying to figure this out.
It's far. So so where we be doing our flips at on the west side is normally south of what is that, Evergreen? No.
Like Grandma area. So
wait,
that's
I'm trying to figure out
Greenfield.
Well, hold on. I'm about to explain to you why it's far. So
it's
if we
far
going
for
south
y'all.
of, say what?
It's far for y'all.
Yeah.
But what about the investors that live on the east side or live in Harper Woods?
That's what I said.
We talk about us. We not
No,
talking
I
about
wasn't
them that live
talking
over
to
there.
Janita. I was talking to Shaka.
Yeah, we ain't talking about the people that live on the east side. If you live on the east side, then yeah.
I'm like, it's all Detroit. Like, it's not that far. It's 15, 20 minutes.
Man, that's far as hell.
That's why I said for people who do the flips over there, yes. Like if I was on the east side and I was flipping on the east side, it wouldn't be that bad of a deal. And also people who, because you also have people who are using their own money and they don't have like a bunch of like partners and things like that. The spread is just a little tight for me personally. So he said, dang, because it's on the east side. And I said, yeah, for me.
Okay.
Because it's too far. It's 15, 20 minutes is already far, especially if you're so the guys that work with me, they're not coming necessarily from Detroit. So I guess if you got a crew that's already in Detroit.
The reason I wanted to clarify that, not really make an argument out of it, is because y'all are basing it on where y'all primarily do y'all work at, where y'all coming from, where y'all offices are at.
Exactly.
But when you look at east side Detroit and west side Detroit, you got people on the east side that be like, ain't no way in hell I'm investing in Brightmoor. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever.
Anywhere.
You got your Rosedale Park on one side, you got East English Village on the other. You got Indian Village, you got Palmer Woods, you got Sherwood Forest. You can almost see a mirror image east and west, right?
Hmm?
But east side just gets such a bad rap. It's good money over there. You just got to be willing to go over there and get it. So I just say go where the deal is if the numbers make sense.
Right.
Well, you also got to remember, like, so you got to think about where your contractor's coming from, because so I do some work on the east side, but I definitely charge a premium, and it's because of how far it is for me.
Right. But if you got contract, I get that because your work is convenient for you and it's more cost effective for you to do those jobs. Like there are certain areas I won't go in because like I had a flip available in Lake Orion and I couldn't get any contractors to go there because they like the commute is so far and it takes so long. We would literally have to start and stay at that one job site all day and then come back 3 days later because they couldn't put it in rotation with their other projects, right? That were all local. So I had to pass on the flip. You know what I'm saying? And I did get it and sell it as is, but I couldn't renovate the property. And then I couldn't find any contractors in that area that I knew and trusted. So I get it, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to do Lake Orion flips because it's far.
No, that ain't what she said, though. She said because the spread on that one was what it was, she can go on the west side or anywhere else that's really closer to where we are at and get that same spread. So why am I going to go on the east side for the same spread?
Makes sense. I agree. All right.
I don't project manage flips, but we do work, but I don't project manage GC flips for real. Unless, I mean, it kind of depends. I do some work, but I don't really do a whole house remodel for other people.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I know it's funny because people they be like, "Oh, what Shaka's doing?" I'm like, "Shaka, no, don't do it." I'm like, because the odds of him actually doing it and it's not his.
Yeah, because I was about to say you don't rehab houses. I'm like, I see you rehab whole houses all the time.
Yeah, my houses, but not for investors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So, is that a wrap?
Yep, that's a wrap.
Hold on. Let's look at some of these questions. I mean, everybody should put their I should put his information in the chat, at least your email, so we can reach out. Who else?
Yeah, or just email us too.
Chalmers is far.
Who? Oh yeah,
Emmett.
Chalmers.
Yep. So just email us direct, and we'll respond to any questions offline that you have. And you can also feel free to hit us up on the Cash App.
Triple P.
Donate to the channel so we can keep doing these for you. Especially the people that keep sending me properties to evaluate. So I don't mind doing them because normally when people send us properties, like
is that available? I'm sorry, Reg. I was looking at Emmett's.
So people send me properties, and we usually charge to evaluate them or to go out and do like a broker price opinion. But on the show we kind of just do this for free, and because people like it.
A 4-unit. Emmett, we need to look at that.
Yeah.
Another day tomorrow.
I mean,
y'all want to look at it?
I'm looking at it right now.
Let me pull this up. Emmett coming at the last minute.
Did he put 9607?
Yeah, 9607.
Narden
Park. And somebody asked about the Cash App. It's there on the bottom at the screen, Ice, for you. So what was that, 9607 Narden Park, you said?
Mm-hmm. Why is that coming up on public record?
That's only a 4-unit? I can't even.
Look, we all stopped what we was doing to go look at it.
I don't see it on here.
I can't find it. Is that address right?
It might be yeah, it might have it might be like 9609 or something like that.
Gotcha. So I can.
Are you sure about that address?
Let's see who can find it the quickest.
I googled it. I can't find it. It's not.
I don't have a 9607.
9756 9604. Probably 9604.
But I don't see no 4-unit. All I see is a right on the corner of Chicago and Narden. I see, but that's not a 4-unit.
He said stand by. I guess he gonna send it to you.
All right. That's like
Triple P. The Cash App is down on the bottom of the screen. If you can see it, I appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
And make sure to send y'all properties. If y'all just got a question on a property or somebody looking to buy something, hit us up before they buy it. Don't wait till after they get it.
Definitely.
And let us know if y'all wanted to evaluate on this deal or no deal on Sundays.
Because he said
9644. I see a 9644.
I see
I don't see a 9607. It ain't coming up.
These are 2 units anyway.
9632.
Oh no. Yeah, these are 2 units.
Now I'm curious to see he got to stand overtime.
Right. And did he come back yet? He said stand by. 9 Park is the street. Yeah, the number's not right though.
I don't see a 4-unit on the whole block. Yeah, these are.
Oh, you said a 4-unit? Let me see
mm-hmm.
There's a lot of vacant lots on that block too.
Mm-hmm.
Land bank on a lot over there.
Yeah, nothing. Oh well, okay. Can't find it. He got to get us a better address.
All right, we'll bring it back on the next episode.
Yeah. It's coming back. 9706. Yeah, that's what
I said. No, did I say that?
9706.
area community group.
They done this up. It's already done up.
Oh.
Yeah, they got it from the land bank, so they probably had to do it. This is nice.
Oh yeah, that is. They just had this listed for
160,
180.
He said she got them listed as she converted them to condos.
Oh, that's sweet. Let me pull this up so the viewers can see it.
How much?
180.
I mean, it's not listed anymore. That's he said. That's how much she still want.
Yeah, he said 4-unit condo asking 180.
She made condos.
So I'm curious, how come they didn't list each individual condo separately? Because if they did a condo conversion, you would think to just sell each unit. Well, oh no, I see what they did list it as Unit C.
Well, you see, Emmett got an explanation.
Bank of America. What? Oh, wait, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the pilot program now. She having trouble.
Oh, okay. I see what. So they had it listed. This was listed back in August, and so they had 1 unit listed.
Oh, they're 180 per condo.
Right.
Yeah, 160 is what they was listed for. These just came off the market. Emmett, you know the owner? The agent was Kendria Clark at Remax Commercial Connection. Yeah, so they had each one listed.
Yeah, she probably having trouble because where it's sitting at that Joy Road.
He said he know the owner.
Yeah. So one of them was listed at 180. The other ones was listed at 160. I don't see where to be honest, I don't know if it's a demand over there for 160 for a 2-bedroom condo yet.
Yeah,
yeah, and then your for the BLA program, if you're talking about that zero down program, I don't know if the buyers that are looking in that program would be looking to spend 160 on a condo. They probably gonna be looking at a single family home. That's my opinion. You said the HOA fees are $350, so I would be curious. Do you know what the HOA fees include?
Go down on that list and see if it's anything.
So it say $250 monthly association fee, but it don't say what's included.
Secure parking space.
I'm assuming it's gonna cover like snow removal, lawn maintenance, and everything.
That seemed high as hell.
Yeah, it might
include some utilities.
Yeah,
probably a little presumptuous for the area.
Yeah.
They got to be including utilities in that.
Yeah, and they still finalizing the NEZ homestead abatement, which would help.
In the legal description, it says property.
Oh, he said it covers gas and water.
Okay, well, the 350 or 250 not bad. 250 not bad if you're covering gas and water every month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think it was overpriced for the market at the time. But right now we're just getting so many people popping in Detroit that's buying stuff in areas that I just didn't expect at prices I didn't expect. So, but I think this was just overshooting the market.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they nice though. They did them up.
I would have honestly, and this is my opinion, if I was doing this project and I was committed, I don't know how much it cost them to put this together. I probably would have sold one unit for like maybe like 100, from 90 to 100. I would have leased out the other units, and let the market eventually start. Once you start getting people to lease it at a high enough rate, then you start creating a buyer demand for it. But I would have sold one unit just so I could have a comp and a basis, and I would have made it up later by selling the other units at a higher price. But out the gate, I just think 160 was just too much.
She's trying to create her own comps. So he said she bought the whole area. So she's trying to set the market.
Yeah, but that's even more reason to have. In other words, I would have sacrificed the unit, right? 90, 100,000, and I would have leased out one or two of the other units at a premium. No, I wouldn't have did like low end lease. I would have leased them at a premium. Now I got a new rental comp for the area, and I got a new sold comp.
What can you buy over there for 160?
Let's see. This 48204.
Just take that, just copy and paste that address into the yeah.
You know TSARE, right, Reg?
Who?
TSARE.
TSARE. Who was TSARE?
That's what Emmett said.
I'll be knowing.
Oh, somebody else. So somebody else.
Yeah, it's only one. I only see one active property over there in a quarter of a mile. Let's go out a half mile. And I did 50 to 200. I didn't want to just get all the little distressed properties.
Yeah, that's the see.
And you getting for 155, you getting a whole multi-unit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Why would I go and pay 160 and then I can buy a multi-unit? Well, is this active?
Yeah, these are all active.
Active off. No, that one's sold.
Oh no, these are sold. That's right. It wasn't much active over there. Yeah, it's not much active at all. So I would have here's what I would have did, right? I would have just I'm trying to see where she got her basis from to
she don't have one. She's trying to create one.
It's like, I've been want to do condo conversion for the longest, but shoot. Ain't just
when people enter a market like that, they do some type of feasibility study to kind of see what the market would support, right? And when you break it into a market, you got to look at like what's the median income for the area? What would the area support? And I just don't see it supporting 2-bedroom condos for 160 at this time.
Is that by the hospital or a hospital?
I hear before, kind of.
But not really.
Yeah, even 2 miles out, when I just do condos, these probably were co-ops. These are Oakland. So if I do 3 miles out, then you start getting into like 2nd Street, but
yeah, that's totally different right now. That's all forward.
How many units is that?
No, this is a building they did a condo conversion.
Oh, and they selling the condos for how much?
This for 179. It's active. It's been on the market since June. This John Nar, 189, 3-bedroom.
That's
Been on
not
the market since August.
all that's like we're off Woodward.
Yeah.
All that's like so like Shaka right there. Go back up to Lawford. That's Henry Ford. That one on Pallister, that's right by Henry Ford, right by New Center.
Yeah, and it's still active. This one just came on the market with Austin listed this one.
So like if it was closer, you know, like further north, I could potentially see it, but it's too far away.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see 160 over there. Even this one on second, it's a 1-bedroom. It's still on the market. That's 170. Yeah. I don't see the market for it. All right, Triple P said peace out. He gotta go to work. It's kind of bombed over there. You think, yeah. I think that she was just probably jumping the gun on the market. I mean, it's a good idea. I just don't think the numbers work.
All right. That's a wrap.
All right. Have a good one. All right.